What is up, Scorpio family? How y'all doing, man? We're going to throw some messages on the table for you guys for December 2024. And my goal with this video is to see if I can hit on some details, situations, or maybe even some whole scenarios that didn't make it into the main monthly reading. So don't forget, the information for scheduling personal readings is in the description of this video. And for those of you catching this on time, tonight's the last night for the Black Friday sale. $100 off Zoom calls. I am going to go ahead and let it run all night, okay? But December 1st, first thing in the morning when we wake up, somewhere between maybe 7 and 9 a.m., 10 at the absolute latest, boop, it's over. And more than likely, about a 90-95% chance, ooh, one just came in right there as I'm talking about it, about a 95% chance that those prices will not go back down until next Black Friday. So, all right, all the information is in the description. Okay, all right, let's jump into this. Starting this off with the person that you're interested in. Person Scorpio is interested in. Anything else I missed? Any other details Scorpio needs to hear? I could have swore I did y'all's reading last night. I could have swore I did y'all's reading last night. I must have went through some crazy fucking time loop, fucking timeline shift or something. Anyway, whatever. All right, let's see. King of Swords, damn dog. I think, I'm honestly thinking that you're probably going to jump on some completely different opportunity. Isn't this the same thing that came up for the main monthly? Was that you? I'm thinking that you're going to end up jumping on a totally different opportunity. Because you're just tired of waiting to see where this is going. Tired of waiting for this person to open up and express their feelings. And something else is coming along. Probably something better coming along, too. We're going to look at what's coming in next here in a minute. But all I can say about that is it does look like something with long-term potential coming in. That you're probably just going to go ahead and drop this situation altogether and get with somebody else. Some of you could be interested in somebody at the workplace, possibly. I know that's not all of you, but I got to say it when that comes out. All right. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Well, I don't have much more than that. That's about all I can say about that. Some of y'all interested in a Libra. Oh, I got Taurus there too. Okay. Well, here's the moment of truth. Let's see how they really feel about you at the deepest level. How does this person really feel about Scorpio at the deepest level? Sun card. Well, they do have an interest in you. They do. They're very sexually attracted to you. I just don't know. Maybe this person's just not really ready to settle down. Maybe not. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who is going through recovery as well. But I don't know if this person's ready to settle down, dude. This feels to me like this person was done dirty in the past. Dirty. So they may be a little bit nervous about settling down. They are interested in you, though. And you know this. You can feel it at the deepest level. But what your gut feels and what your eyes see and what your ears hear could be three completely different fucking things. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Also have Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra. Okay. They are interested in you, though. Well, that was quick. We got the outcome in the first spread, so let's get the advice here. Should Scorpio go ahead and walk away from this for something else, or should you hold out? Let's see. What's the advice? That's the card of throwing in the white towel, the Ten of Swords. Okay. Yeah, if something else comes along, don't be afraid you're going to miss out on an opportunity. When you're there making yourself available and the proverbial door is hanging wide open and, you know, I'm sitting here waiting on you, I'm not missing on an opportunity with you. You're missing an opportunity with me. So if something else comes along, fuck you. Let's go ahead and jump in to see what's coming in next. Let's see what it is that's due to come in next for Scorpio. What's due to come in next for Scorpio, universe? I'm thinking it might be somebody that you already know, but not somebody you ever really thought about like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of thinking you already know this person, no? You know of them. I just don't think you ever thought of them like that. Now, okay, so I'm going to give my little analogy for this. This is for the new faces. OG followers, you've heard me say this before. So I'm going to paint up a for instance, okay? So imagine this. You've been at your workplace for a year, and 6 months ago, a new hire was hired on at the workplace, and they're not really all that close to you. You're aware of their existence. They take up no space in your head whatsoever. You may bump into them and say hi from time to time, but for the very most part, this person does not take up 1 square inch of space in your head, right? And then all of a sudden one day, you and your friends or your family or whoever is out at the county fair, and you're in line to get a fucking corn dog or some shit. And then all of a sudden you look back and they're standing behind you in line. You're like, hey, what's up? What are you doing here? Oh man, I got family that flew in from North Dakota, so I figured I'd take them to the fair. Boom. Now we're connected in a way that I never would have expected. I never in a gazillion, fulfillion, shibbity-doo-illion years would have ever thought that me and you would get together like that. Right? That was just a for instance. That was just an example. I'm not saying that's how it's going to happen. Some of you don't even like fucking corn dogs. But you feel the energy behind that kind of situation. You may have been in a situation like that before. Something along the lines of that. But again, long-term potential. There is long-term potential here. Absolutely. It's going to happen pretty quick too. I think it's going to be very sudden and unexpected. Let's see this person's energy, feelings, and intentions. What's this person's feelings, energies, and intentions? Oop, oop, oop. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Well, they're all about they work and they finance. That's their number 1 priority. So I think it's sudden, abrupt, and unexpected for them, too. It's not like this person is out looking for a relationship. Like their number 1 priority is to find a relationship and settle down. I think they are at a point in their life where they put that at the bottom of their priority list. So when they connect with you, it catches them off guard just as bad as it does you. You know what I'm saying? But I do think they are ready to settle down if they meet the right person. But if they don't meet the right person, this person is not afraid of being alone and being single. So that's another message that I've seen not come through like all the time, but more frequently here in the last half of 2024. I think a lot of people are just getting to that point now. You know, the fucking dating world is just such a shit show, dude. Such a shit show that a lot of people are getting to that point where it's like, fuck it, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. What's the fucking point of being in a relationship? I thought the point was so that we can come together and connect, so that we can share our love and our lives with each other, so we can build and grow and, you know, build an empire together and you know, build something amazing together. Everybody I try to bring into my life, it's nothing but fucking destruction, drama, petty ass drama and childish bullshit. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than bring somebody into my life that ain't bringing nothing but fucking drama to the table. Fuck that. I think that's where this person is. And again, like I always say, every time this message comes through, that may sound daunting to describe that and talk about it. It may kind of sound like, oh God, oh shit. But when you actually meet somebody like that, it's a breath of fresh fucking air. When you're actually face to face with somebody who's so sick of playing games that they're not afraid of being alone. The only reason it wouldn't be a breath of fresh air is if you're playing games. Because if you're playing games or if you're bringing drama to the table, they gone. They gone boot, scoot, and boogie. But if you ain't playing games, if you ain't bringing nothing but honesty, loyalty, commitment to the table, if that's what you're bringing to the table, when you meet somebody like that, it's a breath of fresh air. It's like, fuck, finally, somebody who's tired of playing fucking games like me. Me too. Because now we both know that we're here because we want to be, not because we need to be. I don't want you here because you're clingy, needy, and codependent. I want to know that you could easily walk out that door and be just fine. I want to know that. You know why? Because that means you don't need me. That means you're here because you choose to be, not because you're using me or you need me or you're attaching to me to, you know, have me fulfill your little codependency needs, you know? Fuck that. So, yeah, this is pretty fucking solid, man. This is as rock solid as it gets right here. It don't get no more rock solid than that. So let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. I have a feeling we're going to see 10 of Cups Lover's card pop up here at some point. We should at least. Unless it decides to start moving slow, but still. How's it playing out for the first 60 days? Well, 10 of Pentacles. Shit, that's good too. That's good too. Ain't nothing wrong with 10 of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign for some of you. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Boom. Okay. All right. Okay. So I wouldn't say it's moving slow. I wouldn't say it's moving fast. Maybe a little bit of an emotional roller coaster in the beginning. But by the time you pass that 60-day mark, you will absolutely be 100% confident that this is going to be long term. Absolutely. So, maybe a little bit bumpy in the beginning, especially if, and you know what, I was telling Sagittarius this earlier, I think. When the most successful relationships, have you ever met a real, true, genuine pair of divine life partners? You ever met one of those couples? Not just a couple that's been together for a long ass time. You know, I'm talking about a real match, a divine match. If you meet a couple like that, I'm going to tell you what, my experience, 100% of the time, there's one thing they all share in common. They will always say they're not even my normal type. Every time. Every fucking time. I never used to go for somebody like them. Never in a million years did I ever picture myself with somebody like them. They're not my normal type at all. And if you think about it, that makes perfect fucking sense. Because if your normal type was the type of person that needed to be in your life, it wouldn't have failed so many times in the past. Right? Any advice? Any advice? Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Just because the universe brings you your divine life partner, that doesn't mean that you can't fuck it up. Oh, you can still sabotage that. Don't think that means you're just going to kick your feet back, and float on a cloud and shit rainbows for the rest of your life. Oh, no, you're still going to have to work. You're still going to have to put forth the work, the energy, the effort. You're still going to go through massive changes and growth and evolution. Just know that going into it. The minute you and that person come together, the fucking journey is just started. If you stay on that path and you and this person begin laying a solid foundation, you ain't even going to recognize yourself a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You're going to look back on the person you was and be like, who the fuck was that? Just know that going into it. And so when things start getting a little bit weird and a little bit within the boundaries of common sense, common human decency, and moral fortitude, embrace the feeling of kind of being outside of your comfort zone a little bit. Because it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Of course you've never experienced anything like that before. If you had, it wouldn't have failed. Right? All right, y'all. Past person. Person from the past. Any other details? Any situations? Scenarios? Anything that got left out or missed about the person Scorpio dealt with in the past? Ooh, the karmic wheel in the upright there. The two of you might end up getting closure. There very well may be closure. Yep, 6 of Cups. Yep, I think there's going to be communication and closure between the two of you. But this person's not coming forward with a love offer, and no new start in love is happening. I'm thinking you're closing this shit out. Closing it out. Okay. Okay, well, I don't have nothing else to say about that. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. Okay. Let's see this person's true feelings, energies, and intentions at the deepest level. Because I kind of have a feeling they may have ulterior motives. I don't know. Let me check. Let me see. Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, see, they can't quit thinking about you. Look, I think they're dipping their toes in the water to test to see whether or not you're down to fuck. Yeah, they want to see if they can get a little booty call, if a sex-based connection is up for grabs. Yeah, that's what they're testing to see. But I'm thinking that a lot of you have learned your lesson. Some of you may have been on and off with this person. I know that's not all of you, but I would say that what makes up a good 40% of the readings that I do are on and off situations. And some people, y'all, I'm going to tell you what, some people have been on and off with somebody for years. Years. With a Z. Years. Plural. Multiple years. So I do hear that fairly regularly. But regardless, even if you weren't on and off with this person, I still think that you seriously learned your lesson with this. I'm not seeing you giving this person the time of day. I'm thinking you're closing this out and releasing it. They may not be too happy with that. Now, I'm seeing a little alternate timeline over here where if you feed too much energy to this person or this situation, it could turn into an ugly mess of drama. But that's just a little side timeline. I don't really think you're taking that. All right, well, okay. Any advice? Any advice? Yeah, well, you've already learned your lesson. At the end of the day, you've learned your lesson. That's all I can really say. Whether you were on and off with this person for the last 2-3 years, or if this was just the first time this happened, this experience gave you all the knowledge and the wisdom that you need. Just know that. So you already know this person's games. You already know their little tricks. You already know their little tactics. You already know. You already know. You already know. So do not let them know how you feel about anything. What I would honestly do if I was you is I would completely flip the script on them. Do not be predictable. Don't do that. See, because I think for a lot of you, this person has very meticulously documented every little emotional button that you have. And see, emotional manipulators, it goes deep, y'all. They know how to move their eyebrows. They know when to shift their tone inflection. They know how to say something and then stop talking and get you to fill in the blank spot and tell the lie to yourself. Okay? A good manipulator, it goes deep, 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 deep. But you already know. When they try to push your emotional buttons, make sure nothing happens. Close it out and step away. Send them on their way with love and light. Now, I think I told you all this. Whatever. Another question that I get very frequently is, how do I know if I'm being manipulated? So, here's how you know. A person who is not trying to manipulate you will respect your boundaries and your decisions, even if it doesn't benefit them. Even if it doesn't benefit them, they'll respect your decisions and your boundaries. A person who is trying to manipulate you will not respect your decisions or your boundaries. And they're going to continue to push and poke and push and poke and push and poke. And if you're stubborn enough to put your foot down and keep it there, eventually they're going to start getting frustrated and pissed off. Then once they start shaming you, calling you names, guilt tripping you, trying to make you feel bad, and then if you still don't budge, then they'll just fucking pop on you. Pow! They'll just explode. Because they're mad, because they couldn't manipulate you. A real manipulator gets pissed when they can't manipulate somebody. A true manipulator throws a fit when they don't get what they want out of you. When they don't get the reaction they want out of you, they throw a fit. That'll tell you everything you need to know. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings. And for those of you catching this on time, especially those of you watching live right now, tonight's the last night of the Black Friday sale. Zoom calls are $100 off. Now, I am going to go ahead and let it run all night, okay? But when we wake up in the morning, December 1st, somewhere between 7 and 9 a.m., we're going to put the prices back to normal price. About a 90-95% chance those prices aren't going back down again until next Black Friday, okay? So just to let you know, all the information is in the description, okay? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all